Praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Honorable mention to you, Akim, out there preaching his word in sincerity, truth, and diligence. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. This is part 2 to a lesson I did called Luke chapter 1, verses 74 and 75. The camera cut off, Satan, whatever. So without further ado, this is Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8. It says, For thus said Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. So let's go into that word, touch it. I just read the points. Naga in the Hebrew, strike, stricken, to be defeated, violently, to strike, punish, defeat, destroy, plague, strike, smite, and that happened to the apple of the Lord's eye, which is the Israelites, who are the what so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So the Lord said, "He that touches you, touches the apple of his eye," because you can't touch the Lord, you can't harm the Most High. So who do these other heathen nations, starting with the so-called white men, the Asians, the Arabs, on down, the Africans, because we're not African? Who did they harm? They harmed the Lord's people, the Israelites, through the slavery and all the different positions that they had. The roles they played, right? So this is Joel 3:3. It says, and they have cast lots for my people. Cast lots, so what are lots? Lot, pebbles used for systematically making decisions, retribution. You cast lots when they say they cast lots for Yahweh's garments on the cross, right? Basically betting. Bidded. They bidded on us. The auction blocks, whatever. It says, and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? Those are Hamitic nations, which is Ham are the Africans. So what does the Africans got to do with the Lord? Nothing. We ain't African, man. It ain't about skin color. Those East Indians over there, dark as us and even darker, but you don't hear nobody over there hollering, we East Indian, right? It says, in all the coast of Palestine, will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? See, the Lord said, will you recompense me? Will you get back at me by harming my people? No, but if you do so, which they did, then I'm going to get back at you. So the Lord got a bone to pick with all these nations, man. I'm going to read that Luke again. That Luke 1:74. Then I'm going to get something in Deuteronomy also like it. Luke chapter 1, 74 and 75. It says that he would grant unto us, that us being the children of Israel, that we being delivered out of the hand of our enemies might serve him without fear. So yeah, it's going to come a day real soon where we're going to be delivered out of the hand of our enemies. Started with the so-called white man and all these other heathen nations who profit off us in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. All right. So let's precept that with this here. Safety alone, Deuteronomy just to should be Deuteronomy 33, I believe. Yeah, okay. It says, this is Deuteronomy 33. Hold on, I might want to start up. This is Deuteronomy 33 and 26. There is none like unto the Most High of Jeshurun. Jeshurun is another synonym for Israel, because he's our power, who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, and in his excellency on the sky. The eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee. That's what the Lord gonna do. And shall say, destroy them. That destroy is capitalized. Destroy, exterminate, annihilate. And who gonna be exterminated and annihilated to never rise again? The so-called white man. Thus saith the Bible. It says Israel, and after that happens, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone with Salakia before that happens, because before the so-called white man and the other nations, But starting with the so-called white man, before he is exterminated and annihilated forever, he will serve hardcore captivity for 1,000 years. Thus said the scriptures again, Revelation 13 and 9. Deuteronomy 33 and 28 again. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. The fountain of Jacob, see. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Happy art thou, O Israel. Who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency? And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee. Oh, Salaki, I thought it, I'm sorry. See, that's what it did last time. It stopped recording when I just heard that ding. So I'll read that again. I'm sorry. Deuteronomy 33 and 28. Read that one last time. 29, I mean. It says, Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency? And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. Tread, stomp out. March, tread, bend with the foot. Yeah, so we're going to stomp down the high places of our enemies, man. We're going to tread upon their high places. We're going to dwell alone in safety, okay? Without, and none shall make us afraid that we shall serve the Lord all the days of our life. Like Luke chapter 1, verse 74 and 75 said. And with that, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. Peace and blessings. Shalom.